I have an idea. Let's record a shitty intro. Just strum it.
Okay.
This is the Zach and Aakash show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Zach and
Oh,
Aakash show, where my internet
I'm now
decides to poop out as soon as we go live. Right on.
I'm now facing this way, which is not the usual way I'm facing, and that is because I forgot to charge my phone. I gotta have it plugged in. So if you see it go all black, that's why.
Beautiful. So today we're gonna talk about. Okay, actually, I fucked up, but I was gonna say, this morning, I had a pretty good morning, which is why we're talking about morning routines. But it came out as today we're gonna talk about morning routines instead of fucking, you know, right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we are talking about morning routines today.
So just to begin, we've been struggling to figure out what we want to fill the Monday and Tuesday show with. Obviously, tomorrow is my Wikipedia day, which is usually on Sunday, but we decided just to put it as 2 experimental days until we figure out what we want to fill it with. Because we don't like talking about strictly self improvement. It's could be a bit shit. So I guess this is kind of self improvement, but
Yeah, we're honestly still playing around. So we just decided, Zach came up with the idea that we're gonna keep Monday and Tuesday kind of like the first season for the show, where we kept everything experimental. We just tried new things, see what we liked. So we're just gonna keep doing more of that on Mondays and Tuesdays. We're not gonna do this random hat topic or a simulation, something like that, because we weren't really enjoying that. And we noticed honestly, you guys weren't enjoying that either. So we're trying to find something that's both entertaining for us and for you as the audience. So we'll see where that takes us in the next few weeks.
what trivia?
Hey, we could try trivia one day. And honestly, if you guys listening or whether you're watching right now, if you have any suggestions, please put it in live chat or DM us at the Zach and Akash Show on Instagram. Let us know what you want to hear.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so as you and I know, we've seen a lot of stuff about routines. It seems to be a
Hmm.
popular trend on social media. Oh, look at what I did in my routine. Usually they're pretty complex. Um, and they don't have to be complex, but your mornings your mornings should have like a little bit of structure. For the past couple weeks, mine have been kind of shit. Um, but not today apparently. This morning or last night, I was like, all right, I feel kind of like booty, so I need to start running again because that is the reset. There's a lot of benefits to running. So I woke up and I ran this morning at like 6:30. It was a shit run, like probably the worst run I've ever had in my entire life. Um, I thought I was gonna have a fucking heart attack, but it was a bad run. But it was good because it built the morning routine. So after that, I went in, did a quick meditation. It was a deep one because I ran. Then I had breakfast and I read my book with breakfast, and then I took like a lukewarm shower. And so it was a pretty nice morning, and now we're on the show. I feel a lot more
Nice.
clear than I would if I just kind of like snoozed it and rolled on. It's I've been doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the first run back is always the hardest. You're feeling like you're gonna die.
Need to make the leap though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, so this morning, what I did was I rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth, and then I turned on my camera, told Zach my phone wasn't charged, and then we
I
got on.
saw that.
Because my routine usually starts after the show. I try to get up an hour before the show, but I don't really have much to do, so I have really no motivation to get up. So what I do is I usually roll out in time for the show, do the show, and then after the show, I go for the run. I do it every other day so that I don't burn myself out with it. If I'm not running, I go straight to the meditation, but if I do run, I do it after the run. And right after that, I usually try to get at least half an hour of work done. But so Thursday was officially like the last homework assignment or anything I had from school. So ever since that was gone, I haven't really worked on much. I've been slacking on my real estate research too. So I haven't been working on much. I got to get back on that. But usually, if I'm able to get myself to work right after the meditation, I realize I have a much more productive rest of the day. If I procrastinate and get on my phone during that time, I know the rest of the day is going to get ruined. Well, also, I forgot to add I shower after I meditate before I get to the work. And that's my morning, and that usually gets me till noonish.
Very nice, very nice. Have you ever seen those like absurd morning routines on YouTube and stuff?
I mean, depends on what you'd call absurd, but yeah, I think yeah,
Seems insane.
yeah, man. These people are crazy. They wake up at 4 a.m. They work out for like 2 hours, and then apparently they meditate for an hour,
That's a long
and
time.
yeah, and then it's wild. They also journal for like 30 minutes. They do the craziest shit, which honestly, personally, I don't think you need to go that ham on it. Um, that's just me. I guess you can do whatever you want to do, but
Yeah. So whatever works for you, you know.
yeah,
The morning runs have helped me in the past, so that's why I'm trying to bring it back. Like I've never been that focused without my runs. I started slacking when I started doing lifting, um, but then I just got lazy. And here I am, you know.
I miss lifting, man. I never liked lifting in the morning. I tried.
It's
So
hard.
I tried to do all this morning routine shit back in I think it was my sophomore year of college. I tried
Sounds
going
about
to the
right.
gym at like 6 a.m. I uh, I woke up. I think I did it for a good 2 weeks before I'm like, screw this. I'm not getting up anymore. It's just painful. I've noticed I really like working out around the 3 p.m. type time because that's when my body naturally gets kind of low energy. So if I'm able to get myself to work out right before my body hits that point, I never really hit that low energy state. I almost get an energy spike from working out. But my workouts have gone to quarantine started though. I have not been working out. Running's the only thing I've been doing.
It's understandable. It's because all the gyms are closed. Eventually, I want to work in like a body weight routine, um, but I got to take things baby steps right now, so I want to nail the running because that is like the fuel that'll carry me.
Yeah. I don't know why, man. I've never liked body weight workouts. I may do
Because they're
with them
hard
in
as
the past,
shit, dude.
but
They're like
yeah, maybe
worse,
that's it.
dude. They're worse than
Maybe
regular
that's
workouts.
because it feels like I'm not putting in as much work, like I'm not lifting as much weight, but it's harder. Like I hate this.
Yeah, it's it's definitely a lot harder than regular weights because at least those, they isolate certain things. But if you do a push up, it's your core, it's like everything. But if you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
bench press, it's like right above you. So there's a lot more movements, like the full body movements are what gets me. Those always get me.
Cool, cool. Well, that's our little segue into working out, I guess, but segueing right back into the morning routine. What would you ideally like to add to your morning routine? What would your ideal morning routine do you think would look like? Imagine no quarantine or anything like that.
Honestly, probably what it looked like this morning. I think it'd be cool to have breakfast
That's
outside, but it was a little cold. So like today was literally my ideal morning routine, which is why I'm like, all right, let's talk about morning routines because that's finally
okay.
fucking
Cool,
did
cool,
it.
cool.
So like, okay, so what if you want to establish a morning routine? So I've had the luxury of going through a bunch of routines. I remember I used to get up at like it was like 5:15, and I would do like some stupid shit like either read or write first thing in the morning or meditate. I remember going to work freshman year with like 4 hours of sleep. I was trying to do like polymorphic sleep. Uh, it's not good.
I remember that.
Not good. I would have to sleep as soon as I got home. Like at 5, I would take a nap, wake up, and then have dinner. Not a good time. Um, but like, if you want to start a morning routine, you got to wake up at the same time every day to try to really nail. You need those hours. You gotta like nail it, right? Did you agree, Akash?
Yeah, I 100% agree. If you want to build a morning routine, a consistent going to bed time, it actually starts with going to bed at the same time every day, and then waking up consistently at the same time is absolutely key. Whenever I have managed to establish a successful morning routine that carries on for a few months, let's say, the only reason it ends up breaking eventually is because one night I go to sleep too late,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the morning I wake up too late, and everything goes to shit after that. Because if I wake up too late in the morning, it's not even going to be slightly too late, it's going to be way too late. And I'm just going to stay in bed being lazy as shit, and the rest of the day it just carries on from that.
It's unfortunate, yeah. So like last night I played Call of Duty. I saw you guys were in Discord after I left, and I was like, maybe I'll say hi. But I was like, if I do that, I know I'm gonna stay for another hour. I was like, I need to just go to bed. So like, sometimes you got to do that. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, and I still need to experiment with the right amount of sleep for me. I still haven't found the sweet spot, I'd say, because I've been sleeping around trying to do the 7.5 to 8 hours, but it almost feels like I'm still having trouble waking up. But then again, every time the weekend rolls around, I'm still screwing it up. So that's definitely a part of it too.
So what I found was I used to say sleeping is a skill. Sleeping is a skill. But I got to the point where I was waking up consistently, same time for like it was a long streak throughout like most of sophomore year. Um, Eventually your body kind of just will wake up when it's tired. It'll say go to bed, and like eventually you'll get to that sweet spot. So it is just consistency. So if you keep like waking
Mm,
up and going to bed at the same time, eventually you're gonna like your body will just adjust.
no, adapt to it. Gotcha.
Plus, it's like the quality of your sleep. So a deeper sleep, you're gonna be refreshed in the morning. I used to track it with my Fitbit. So days I felt really good. I had like a lot of deep sleep, deep and REM sleep. Days I felt like shit. It was like rough sleep. So like if you can set up your bed, running helps with sleeping. Exercise in general, no screens an
Don't
hour
do
before
it
bed.
at night though, by the
Well,
way. Do
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
exercise at night because then your heart rate's going to be up and it's going to
yeah,
be harder to sleep. But exercising earlier in the day, it gets your body nice and tired for
Mhm.
sure, ready for sleep.
Yeah. Definitely like before 7, I'd say. Actually, yeah, maybe before. Well, it depends when you're going to bed, but a couple hours before you go to bed, you shouldn't be working out. You want to eliminate screens too, because the blue light that's like that's been plaguing modern society for a while. Is just like blue light. Um, that's why we're all crazy.
And that's an issue for me now. I used to have this really good routine over the senior year where in the night, what I do is I take a second shower before I went to sleep just to relax my muscles and everything like that. So pretty much 30 minutes before the shower, pretty much put my laptop away. I'd put my phone away, get rid of everything. I'd just go around talking to my roommates or something. And then I'd go take a shower, but I'd turn all the lights off too right before I went to take the shower. And then as soon as you take the shower, I just come out, dry up, and get right into bed. And I slept like a baby every night.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
You probably automate it though, because I have a Google Home. You have Google Home, right?
yeah.
Probably
And an
like
Alexa. I got them both.
maybe that'd be a cool project. Just like automate. I could buy a couple bulbs. Just automate like sleep.
Automating sleep. Yeah, that would be dope, dude.
Cause like yeah, I procrastinate going to bed. Um, this is all okay. This is another thing. So I actually brought my laptop. I was gonna bake a cake, but I decided not to. But I brought my laptop downstairs and my iPad. I left it there, and I was in bed, and I was too lazy to go down and get them. Because usually I open them up before I go to bed, and I just like watch a couple videos. I didn't do that this time, and so I slept like deeply, and I was able to get up. So it was a fucking like it was a Christmas miracle that all happened.
What videos do you watch before bed, Zach?
Riley Reed.
Huh?
No, it's usually like stupid shit. Like these
No,
fucking
that
two
got me last night. I
these
was
two
watching a
dudes
lot of
building a
YouTube.
hut. You ever watch those? Or just they're just building a fucking hut.
Yeah, man. It's dope though. They just go into the forest. They somehow find a river, get these bamboo shoots to get water into it to make the swimming pool. They always make the swimming pool too.
Why
It's
did they
never just a hut.
fucking do that?
And then they dive into it at the end.
Okay,
I
I
bet
think
Jack would be into that.
yeah, they're cool. I remember okay, Primitive Technology was the original one. He like started this whole thing where you just go in the woods and build shit by hand. And then all these like random channels showed up called like Primitive Hut Technology or something. It would be like some offshoot of that. So when you would look up Primitive Technology, they would all show up as well. And then they would just like take
Mm.
it to a different level, like building swimming pools and slides. And I'm like, the other guy was literally just trying to survive, and then all these fucking kids.
Dude, it's wild how they're just able to do that. All they get is their little chisel and a little
Fuck.
spade, and they do everything. Guys, check it out. Go check out Primitive Technology.
Yeah,
They're
it's
a
cool.
dope channel. But do not use it before you go to sleep. Watch it some other time.
Yeah. Corey says I love those channels, all by the same dudes. Yeah. They're cool. Maybe we could do an episode on that. We'll just like talk about, you know. Oh, that's a cool show idea. Cool shit.
Cool shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, instead of like doing hardcore research on Wikipedia, we do like regular research. Like yesterday, I watched this dude build a mansion while I was waiting for you, and I was like, "What the fuck is the point of this? They don't care. They're rodents."
See what else I watched last night. Why Are You Alive? Life, Energy, and ATP. It's a new video by Kurtzagat, or however you say it,
Ooh,
in a nutshell. Another great channel, check out. Spider exercises to improve fender dexterity. Elon Musk remembers the moment this Tesla Cybertruck window got smashed. CEO Swag Part 3.
oh, did you hear they're sending a person up in space
Tesla or
or
SpaceX?
SpaceX? Yeah, I'm
No way,
nervous.
dude.
It's
When's
been a
it
while.
happening?
Um,
Just
I don't know. Soon.
a trained astronaut or a random person they're going to train?
I'm not sure.
That'd be much cooler.
It should be a random person. Okay, I don't know. I know nothing about.
All right, we digress. Back to morning routines.
Okay, yeah, but your nights are part of your mornings. Is this is like I guess the key takeaway? It's like if your nighttime is fucked, like I have had some moments where someone comes over and we have some wine and we don't go to bed till like 3, 4 a.m. and I wake up and go to the gym at 6. That is a terrible morning, especially if there's wine, you know? That's not good.
But the night sounds fun.
It's fun in the moment until you wake up and you're like, oh, fuck. I had too many of those.
Mm.
Fucking Fridays.
It's too much wine.
Oh, it's always Thursday night. And then the Friday morning, I go to probability and I'm like, oh, God.
You know the thing at UConn? It's always the Thursday nights. Never Friday or Saturday, but it's always the Thursday nights. That's when everyone goes out. Well, they go out Friday and Saturday too. Honestly, it's all three of those, but I don't know why Thursday. Thursday's such a popular night to go out and
Yeah. Same in New
get
York.
frisky.
I don't know why. I guess because people couldn't fucking wait till Friday or something.
Wait, New York too, really?
Yeah. It's always Thursday night.
Where? Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. See, I don't really know in San Francisco because I was living in Berkeley. I was too tired to go all the way back to the city.
Yeah. I'd get Fridays off, but like I couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
So I just
yeah.
get up early and be a tourist alone.
Wait, you actually had Fridays off?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Okay.
dope.
So although I had Fridays off, I was on call like pretty much
Okay,
24 hours a
sure.
day. So
Makes sense.
like we're efficient. Like it's a 3-man group. It's like there's no like stupid corporate shit you have to do. So it's like realistically the like if like corporations could do that, like have like a 6 maybe even 4 hour day. Like just do what you need to
Hmm.
do and go home. Like there's no point.
Yeah, the 9 to 5 routine is bullshit. You know, why don't we expand this talk? I think we've talked a lot about the morning routine. Let's finish that up, and then I want to talk about your thoughts on the 9 to 5 because
Okay.
you've been reading the 4 Hour Work Week too, so we both have new thoughts on that. But any final thoughts on the morning routine?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it again. The key takeaway is just your nights are your mornings. Like that's the first step. Just be consistent, and then like if you have a good morning, it's gonna fuel the rest of your day. Like I feel really good right now.
Yeah.
It's the best I've felt in a couple weeks.
One thing I'd say is one thing that I'm also struggling with is have something to wake up for in the morning.
Oh
Not
yeah.
in like a existential type of way, but more like have something to do when you wake up. Because most mornings I wake up and I'm like, I'm just gonna lie in bed because I have nothing better to do. Might as well watch YouTube or something like that until this show rolls around. But it would be much better spent if you're working on some project or I don't know, even working out. For me, I don't like working out right in the morning. That gives me less motivation to wake up because running is hard and I don't want to do that right when I wake up. But something else, what used to work for me is again, I had this whole morning routine where I'd shower as soon as I got up, and I shower right before I went to bed and shower as soon as I got up. Probably not the ideal time to shower if you're looking for efficiency, but it helped me help put me to sleep and help wake me up. And I did some mundane activities like I'd make this drink with some apple cider vinegar and lemon. I'd slowly sip on that. I'd maybe even journal for a little bit, or I'd just talk to my roommates because most of them were up by then too, and just take it easy for the first hour, just not give my brain too much to do. And then slowly, right after that, I'd get into doing editing my YouTube channel videos or filming for it, and then the day just kind of goes on from there. It becomes easier and easier the more consistent you stay with it. But you can never let your guard down because the moment you let your guard down, it goes to complete shit.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get the consistency back. You got to build it right back from the beginning. Like, I think Wednesday, I let my guard down. And now I'm here today. I literally haven't done anything productive in like 5 days, which might sound fun, but for me, that's not fun. Wanting to do something productive, but being too lazy. So it's me feeling like shit.
It's painful.
Hmm.
So I guess here, so it's better to just start getting up. Um, so I'll give you a morning routine. You'll get up, you'll make coffee, you go watch the news, and then you'll eat breakfast, and then start the day. And then slowly you can get rid of the news, you know, just for now, because it is in a way productive. Um,
I
it's
don't
a
know
chill,
about
it's a
that.
chill morning. I used to do that.
Yeah,
Go read something, and then have breakfast.
yeah, maybe do that. Remember, figure out what you want to accomplish in the morning. What do you personally want to accomplish? Sit there, think about that, and then go accomplish that in the morning and make it easy for yourself.
You know,
That's about it.
one of the sad moments in my life was like my morning routine was I'd wake up and watch Game of Thrones. I'd like start the day. It's very
Hey
sad.
man, I don't know about you. That sounds very happy to me.
No, dude, that's fucking boring to me. I like TV, but I got other fish to fry before I
When I
die,
first got into Game of Thrones, this was 2 Decembers ago. I pretty much spent the whole entire week. So there were 7 seasons already out. So I legit watched one season every day. I binge it in 7 days. I'd wake up, watch it for the whole day, only take a break to eat or something, watch it, go to sleep, wake up, do it again. I didn't leave my basement for like a week.
Wow, that was
And
something else.
honestly, not gonna lie, that was a fun week. But that's definitely not something I could do for a long time. But I enjoyed that week.
Let's read what Corey said. Corey says, "Last summer when I lived in Hartford, I had a coffee machine ready to press the button every morning, so that the first thing I had to do wash
Was
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 push a button and get a reward. Fuck,
interesting. Push a
training
button, get
yourself
a reward.
like the monkeys.
That's pretty good, Corey. Yeah, putting it in a habit type
Oh,
perspective.
dude, the snooze button, you push it, you get a reward.
What?
The
The
snooze
snooze button.
button.
Yeah. Oh God. It trains you to snooze, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about that. Wow, that's tough.
Why is the snooze button so fucking big?
What do you mean? Oh,
It's like
an actual. I
big.
just use my phone, so it's the same size as all the other buttons.
Mine's like I don't know why they make it big, and the off button is like I don't even know. It's like early, and I'm like ah.
I got like two little icons, off and snooze button. Do you have the actual alarm clock?
I used to use that. Even on that, the
Okay.
fucking button was like the biggest button. The off button was like
Yeah.
this big. The biggest button was like people love
People love reward buttons. Think of the Staples easy button. Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, I gotta find a way where maybe I gotta change my alarm tone. It's gotten to a point where I just absolutely hate the tone.
You could try. Well, that's why I used to use a Fitbit as an alarm because it would vibrate, and it was like
Oh yeah, I
it was.
got that too.
It's
I
pleasant.
got, dude, I got my Alexa, I got my phone, and I got this. All three of them ring in the morning, 1 minute apart,
You can't get
and
up.
that, and I can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up.
I think
I
that's
need a
just.
life alert
I
to
think it's
wake
a
me.
consistency problem. I actually don't
Yeah,
think
no,
it's
no,
alarm.
100% is
Oh
from
fuck! I just hit the thing, the lever, and I fell.
because I know for a fact there was a point where just my Fitbit thing vibrated and I'd instantly jump out of bed. So I just got to get back to that. Anyway, that was morning routines. What do you think about the 9 to 5? When people idolize the 8 hour workday, why is
Well,
that?
I've tasted all of the above. I've tasted what it feels like to not work and have no purpose. That kind of sucks. I've tasted working like just, get what you need to do done and then enjoy the rest of the time. That was nice. I would have preferred working a little earlier because we started around 10. Honestly, I could work 8 to like, I don't know, 2. That'd be like, that's like a good time frame. Um, so yeah, I've worked the 9 to 5. It's, it sucks around 3, I'd say. Um,
Yeah, that's when not even three, like an hour after lunch is
mhm.
when we start hitting the lows.
I mean, I
And
wasn't,
I,
the work we were doing, I think could have been automated, but
okay.
it was like work that had to be done. So I don't think it wasn't like I was running corporate shit, like
Oh,
emailing. The emails were mainly to like clear up some confusion or to be like, yo, want to go get lunch or something. um, yeah. We'll see about this summer what's going to happen with the work. But I think the summer should be good because there's going to be no distractions because your coworkers can be kind of distracting. I've had that a couple times.
dude, the remote lifestyle is so much more efficient. And I
Yeah.
think after this whole quarantine is over, a lot of companies are probably going to push to remote because they have to, the companies themselves have to spend less money on the employees maintaining workspace and providing those workspace facilities. And two, I was talking to my parents about this. I was just doing the why question and some customer discovery on them, asking them about working remote, and they feel like they're being more efficient. They're more relaxed because they don't need to wake up in a hurry to drive to work. Instead, they can just roll out of bed, have a relaxed hour before having to start working. And even personally, when I switched from working in person to working remote, I noticed I was a lot more efficient. In 4 hours of work, I could get done in 2 hours. I could get everything done in half the time.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think there is a cost benefit. Um, Someone told me that Loeb does not like remote work at all, so they canceled their internship.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That sucks that they canceled it, but
I would see. I know the people I'm going to meet this summer. I would rather meet them in person than
of course.
so like there's a trade off. Um,
Well, that's the biggest trade-off, the people connection,
yeah.
talking to people in real life. Because that's honestly what motivates me to go to work, because I like the people who I
Mhm.
work with. Without that, honestly, all half the jobs I've had would have sucked because yeah, the people were fun, so I had fun.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, this or the summer I had to. Well, I guess like last summer now because it's this summer. Wow, that was almost a year
Yeah,
ago.
dude, it's wild.
So like I enjoyed going. Okay, it my commute was short. It was like 10 minutes, so I'd leave, get on the subway. I enjoyed working in like an office. It was a WeWork, so it wasn't like a traditional office. But I kind of just like enjoyed working there and then coming back rather than like I've done both. Like I worked in my apartment a couple times. Um, yeah, I don't know, just like I enjoyed
I
working
think
in a
the geographical
office.
barrier also probably puts a good mental barrier. You
Yeah,
know how in Atomic Habits he says have a different place to do different things.
yeah.
It might be something related to that. And another thing I'd say is I'm a lot more motivated to work when I am at work because since I was a contractor doing part time at home, I didn't really have scheduled hours. I could work whenever I wanted and kind of push it off a little bit sometimes. But if you when you're at work, you're at the set place you have to be at every day, and that gives you motivation to actually work. Because what else are you gonna do there? It's only so long I can talk at the water cooler.
That's true. Yeah.
It's all balance. And
It's
one thing I
weird.
did like about, or not didn't, I did like about my startup was that they had, I'm pretty sure with your three people too, the same thing. You guys were probably just working all the time, no bullshit meetings. You only had one stand up every day for 15 minutes and then one entire team meeting per week for an hour. Those were the only meetings. And we didn't really need to send emails back and forth too much because we were all just in the
Zone.
same spot. But since my parents work for this huge company, a lot of the work they have to do is dealing with people and managing management is a huge issue for them. And therefore a lot of their jobs is as managers, or it's pretty much just sending emails and setting up meetings their entire day. Their job is just meetings and emails, which I don't find fun. And honestly, I really want to sit in on those meetings to see how much more efficient they can be made.
Okay, so what? Okay, so they're gonna have a. There's an argument. So let's assume you eliminate all the emails and you condense your 8 hour work week into 4 hours, right? Every
8 hour
week.
workday.
Or work day, sorry, yeah, yeah. You condense that into about 4 hours. Why wouldn't you just double up the work then? If you want to compete, can we ever escape the 9 to 5?
Yeah, I've thought about this. And it's because if people start doing that, people are just not going to work for you. And I think some places they do that. If they notice you're an efficient employee getting a lot of work done, they don't just let you leave early. They either give you more work or shit on you for not working the 8 hours, even though it's not as efficient, which is pretty ass. We live in an environment like that. I think that it just comes down to company culture at that point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's some novelty to like clocking in to the corporate job. Being like, hey, good morning. I don't know. Sometimes I miss it. It's like,
My first job, I actually had a fob where I had to clock in,
mm-hmm.
and then that was legitimately paid by the hour,
Wait, do I have
every
mine?
hour.
I might have mine. Hold up.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, fuck, I don't. I gotta find where it is, but it would go like, it was like
Oh, you actually have a.
it was like connected to like a rope, so you'd go,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it would go
Gotcha, gotcha,
beep,
gotcha.
and the door would open. You had to go and open, and then
Dude,
go up the
things
elevator.
are fun. I play with them the whole day.
Hmm.
The little retractable things.
Honestly, I was just happy to have like a job. I kind of vibed. Like eventually, I was like, I don't think I want to do this work, but I was just taking it to like take a job, to get paid.
Well, compared to the school work, a job is just so much better, in my opinion, because you don't have to think about it after school. Everything else about school is great, but if you just look at the classes and work, I'd rather have a job any day.
Fuck. I think the current system's kind of outdated. It's been outdated for a while. Um, the whole system includes education, work, and the whole work-life balance. We wouldn't have
Mhm.
work-life balance if the system wasn't dog shit.
Fair, fair.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's weird how
Fucking.
work-life balance is something people have to work to maintain. It shouldn't be. It should be natural.
I'm just thinking about the nostalgia. Like, it's nostalgic thinking about the first time walking to that cubicle, you know? And you're like, damn, this is my fucking cubicle, my phone.
Hell yeah.
Good
Yeah,
fucking
man.
times.
I had a really fun one too, because since I was again, this was a really small not paper, but materials company. So they didn't have any tech guy. It was only me and my boss who were the tech guys. So I had my little cubicle, and I'd have like a little soldering iron there because I was doing a little bit of electronics work too. So a bunch of wires, circuit board, straws, and everything. It was like a mini lab. And then later I got moved to this big material science lab in the back, and I kind of almost had an office as an intern, which is dope.
It's good times. Fuck.
And you know, even there, I'd get my work done in the first 3 hours of the day. So the rest of the day, all the intern buddies would come to my office, and we just chill.
I got in trouble for doing that once.
Really?
Yeah, we were kind of just like, I think we were in my cubicle. We were all just like chilling and talking, because we were fucking tired. We were doing a project. It was to like see like, I don't know if I could disclose that, but it was like a data project based around emailing. So we were like kind of just chilling, and then like our manager like messaged all of us on Skype, and none of us saw it, and then she like walked by, and I'm like, oh, we're all like, oh fuck. She was like, did you guys get my
Ooh.
message? I'm like, wait, what? And we looked, it was like 20 minutes ago.
Yikes. See, we weren't big enough to have all of that. The boss would walk up to us, and we had a little window in my office so we could see. So before he came in, the others could leave.
Classic.
Also, even the adults I was working with were chill. They'd come in, and they'd come chill away from their bosses.
Hell yeah. It's good times. Good
Great
times.
time. But screw the 9 to 5. Now we talked about the morning, we talked about the day. What about the night? What's a night? Do you have any nighttime routines in place to get you to sleep?
Okay, so last night I played Call of Duty, which I don't know. I think I gotta limit my video gaming a little bit. I don't wanna spiral. You good, my guy? Well, Akash is dying. Um, yeah, okay. Well, what I would do, fuck, what I would do for
Or
my
I'm back.
nighttime routine was I would get some. I've been trying to implement one because I never actually had a nighttime routine. I just kind of go to bed after whatever. But usually I'd stop work around 7. I'd have some ice water because you want to bring that temperature down, that body
Okay.
temperature. Um, uh, Maybe read a book or listen to a book. I keep fluctuating between books. So like I'm reading 4 Hour Work Week, fucking Walden, um, Great Expectations, and The Road, or I'm listening to The
The
Road.
road.
Yeah, so dude, I'm fucking
What is the
scatterbrained.
road?
It's about this like post-apocalyptic world. Everything's all fucked up. Like it's
Oh,
the
it's fiction?
plants. Yeah,
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
the rule is fiction at night, non-fiction in the morning and during the day.
Man, I gotta pick up a good fiction book. It's been years since I read fiction. I remember I used to love reading. Now I
Yeah,
don't.
it's tricky. Yeah,
But but no, I've been sticking with the 4 hour work week. I haven't been too consistent with it, but I'm making through.
I don't know. I just like got the point and I stopped reading it.
See, you say that for a lot of books, but there's a lot more to them the more you go in.
He just said like reduce, automate.
Maybe, who knows? I'll let you know when I finish the book, I guess.
So here's the thing though, like we know as people, we know what to do. We know what we're supposed to be doing for the most part, but we don't do it. We just procrastinate.
That's true. That's yeah.
So like,
I have these ups and downs usually. Either
yeah,
I'm highly productive or I'm in the down right now where I'm not productive at all. Maybe I should just play around that and let there be ups and downs instead of fighting the downs and trying to keep the ups going. Maybe I should play around the ups and downs and
there's
I don't know, set up my tasks according to that.
that's like one thing I've noticed is your life is like a stock market. You'll go up, you'll go down. It's like cycles. Um, you can't fight it. It's just like it's better to just accept that you like feel like shit in the moment and that you're lazy than like try to deny it, because then it's not gonna help you.
Yeah, yeah. But maybe you just gotta grind and eat shit every day, even if you feel like shit.
Well, yeah, you gotta work despite feeling like shit. Everyone's got their obligations. You gotta keep living. But yeah, or maybe I'm just bipolar. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh man. All right. Well, any final thoughts on any of this, Zach?
Fuck. Do we talk about
Oh
your
yeah.
nighttime routine?
Yeah, I briefly mentioned my old one. I don't have one right now. I legit last night I just played Minecraft for 4 hours.
Yeah,
I
I
don't have
know.
one, but my old one with the showering and everything was I was peaking. I was on point. Honestly, until right before Corona hit, I was on point with everything.
I feel
And
you.
then the coronavirus attacked.
This is an exercise.
Speaking of the coronavirus attack and that whole flow, 4 more days I'm going to be even less productive because the last Airbender entire series is coming on Netflix. I'm about to binge that shit again.
Jesus Christ. Why don't
Oh
you
man.
just no, just chain it.
Hmm?
Like let it be a reward.
I should. I should. Man, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna try that. I really should, because I know if I let myself into it, I'd watch the whole thing again in like 3, 4 days, all day. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna chain it. We'll see how well that works out. I'll keep you this updated.
Oh, I thought of for my next blog, I thought of the opening line. It's like fuck, what was it? I like thought of it in the shower or something, but I was like, who would have I was absolutely astonished to find out that the contents of Wonder Bread enslaved society. Talk about wheat
You
theory.
broke up so much there,
Fucking shit.
it got butch.
All right, I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it.
It got
But are you ready? Okay.
all right,
So
all
I
right.
thought of this in the shower. Um, I was astonished to find out that the contents of Wonder Bread enslaved society.
Mm, I like that.
Wheat
Well, it
theory.
depends on what faults it up, because I can either sound really stupid or really good, depending on what faults
No,
it
I'm
up.
gonna fucking talk about the
Are
wheat
you talking
theory.
about wheat theory?
I'm gonna
Dude,
talk
I
about
love
wheat
wheat theory.
theory, and then I'm gonna talk about modern wheat theory.
For those of you the first time listening to us and you haven't heard us talk about wheat theory,
It's my
oh my God,
favorite
Zach
theory.
froze in the weirdest
God damn
position.
it.
Um, so wheat theory is this idea that wheat has enslaved us. Because think about it, what does success mean from an evolutionary perspective, right? You reproduce. That's evolutionary success. And whatever you got to do, whatever is best for you, so you increases your chance of reproduction. You reproduce a lot. Now think about wheat. They legit just chill there. They don't do shit. And they have humans cultivating it. They have entire land masses dedicated towards growing and reproducing wheat. Back in the day, back in when the agriculture routine was getting started, farmers were even they weren't as rich as they are now. I don't know. Are farmers rich now? I don't know, but they were treated harshly. The people worked in farms. People would legit work 10-hour days in the farm, breaking their back just to cultivate wheat, to farm it, to harvest it. And meanwhile, the wheat is just chilling. It's just growing huge. So evolutionarily speaking, the wheat is pretty damn successful. And that's wheat theory. The wheat has enslaved us.
What
Yeah,
is.
Corey says agriculture enslaved us. Yeah, in a way, yeah. Plants, you know, plants are playing the late game.
That's true.
We thought we were winning, but in the end, it's the plants that are getting us. And we're making them stronger, man.
Yeah,
For
vegans.
modification, genetic modification, and selective breeding. We're doing natural selection for them, and we're making them so much stronger.
That means we should starve ourselves to fight them.
I wonder if plants think we're Nazis because we only Think
Wow.
about it, right? We decide what the genetically superior plants are, and then we don't care about the rest. We just take the genetically superior ones and make sure they succeed and keep going.
It's like fucking eugenics.
Yeah, man. So
Jesus.
guys, think about this next time you're eating peas. That pea you're eating, it thinks you're a Nazi.
Do plants sneeze? You remember that fucking Diary of a Wimpy Kid when his brother Roderick was supposed to make a science fair project and he didn't. So they spent the night coming up with a project for him, and they did do plants sneeze. So they would like put
I
pepper.
vaguely remember this
They
too.
would put fucking pepper on the plant and check if it sneezed and it didn't, or like a feather, and then like the hypothesis was plants sneeze, and then they did the fucking like experiment, and at the end it was like conclusion: plants do not sneeze. So
Which one
fucking
is it, man?
stupid. I think it was
I read the
Roderick
first
Rules.
five. Roderick
Roderick
Rules.
Rules, yeah,
That was the blue one, right?
yeah,
Yeah, man. That was my favorite one back in the day.
it's
Back when
good
there were
shit.
only three.
Good shit.
Did
There's
you
a
have
lot.
that dairy the diary where you can actually fill it out?
Yup,
Oh, I love that, man. I love it.
I gotta erect it. It's I don't know where it is. It's
I
probably
think my
back there,
sister has it.
back
No one
there.
has a problem. We have domesticated a lot. Yeah, that's true, Corey. Everyone can just chill, but we can't chill. Anyway, with that said,
Okay, okay. One last thing. What is
oh, one last thing.
so is the 9 to 5 the new wheat? Is money the new wheat?
Is money the new eat? Ooh, man.
We have entire militaries to protect monies.
I mean, we put ourselves in a cage if you think about it.
We do. When he talked about that like
As a
calf,
society.
the baby calf who couldn't play, I was like, damn, cubicle.
Who?
Yavari in his book. There's a scene where he was talking about a baby calf that was going to be
I don't
slaughtered
remember.
to make veal, but he couldn't play because he needed to become like tender. So like the
Oh,
the baby
yeah, yeah,
calf
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
allowed to be a calf. He wasn't allowed to play, and I'm like, damn, dude,
Yeah, because think
that
about it. Ever
sucks.
since you're a child, the first question people ask children are like, what do you want to be? What do you want to become? Oh, and then they get into high school. What do you want to go to college for? What are you interested in? And why go to college? Oh, because you can get a job so you can make decent money. And why do you make money? Oh, so I can send my children to college. Right? You know,
Yeah,
it's the same shit, and it's like it's kind of like a path for life that's set for you. You're not, societally looked down upon to break the path. Also, you can make money so you can live some life to, like, I guess, to keep up with the Joneses, pretty much, right? Um,
swag house.
yeah, it's like, God, don't even get me started with that dumb shit. I guess they're honestly living a better life, though. At least they're doing something different.
That's the life you see, though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Meant that from a perspective where they're living a different life. I'm sure they have a slew of issues with being socially different, being higher status. I'm sure there's such a huge set of problems that come with that for sure. But it's different. It's not the traditional path. And the traditional path it's a plague, in my opinion. But how do we get out of it? I don't know. I don't really have the solution to that either.
This. I'm just
Jesus.
kidding. No, no, don't do that.
No.
Yep.
Stream doesn't know, or I mean, the people listening don't know what you did there.
See, this is All right, so we're gonna have to end it because like we could go on for another couple hours. But my final thoughts on that is like that's why reading's important because you and I read one fucking book, or I read part of it. Obviously, I stopped. But Sapiens, and we've been able to come up with all these like crazy fucking ideas because of that. So yeah, knowledge.
Hey, if reading's too hard, do what I do.
Wikipedia. Oh,
Listen, listen
yeah.
to the book.
This is sponsored by Audible.
Audible, please. We
Oh,
love you.
I got this game.
Animal Crossing. I don't have a Switch, Stack. Stop flexing on me like that.
I have a Switch Lite. I haven't opened it yet. It was a gift.
I bought a 2DS just to play one Pokemon game, and that Pokemon game was trash. And the 2DS has just been lying in a corner. Anyway,
Okay, yeah.
with all that said,
Time to end the show.
we strove quite far away from the morning routines, but it was a fun show in my opinion. I enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. For those of you listening, if you have any topic ideas for us, or if you liked it, let us know at the Zach and Akash Show on Instagram. If you're currently listening on Spotify, because I know we were promoting that a lot in the beginning, and you want to check out other platforms, we're also on Apple and Google Podcasts and a few other random podcast apps that you could check out. And we're also the Zach and Akash Show on YouTube if you want to join us live at 9 a.m. one of these days and want to interact with us.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for watching and listening, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
I'm gonna talk about Rasputin.
Oh, that's right. You're doing your Wikipedia tomorrow.
Tomorrow's show is about self-fellatio, murder, and fake news. Mr. Rasputin. Get excited.
Self-fellatio definitely sounds exciting. All right. Peace.